mini video lesson as part of our most recent three-part series on the art of active listening. Now, today's video is going to be a little bit of a short one and a short and sweet one, like more of a summary video, for a couple of reasons. I have been a little bit under the weather, that's why I haven't posted as much as I usually would like to. And also because I did realize that the last couple of video sessions that we had were a little bit heavy and intense. So just to keep the information quite succinct, easy to follow and brief, and something that you can easily incorporate into your daily life, in your daily professional life, is why I thought we should do a little summary video of what we covered in the space of active listening in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Now, this is Peppa. Peppa is the dog that I am babysitting at the moment. So I've been with her for the last 2 weeks, and she is very, very clingy, very, very needy, and very attention seeking. So she will make an appearance, so hope you don't mind. Anyway, so what we've learned about active listening so far is just a few things. Number one, why is active listening so important? Active listening is like really your North Star. So what I mean by that is that is going to be the golden ticket by which a patient is really going to come and consult with you as a healthcare professional instead of anyone else, because we tend to avoid the healthcare professionals who don't want to listen to us. And active listening is what's going to set you apart and also build that trust and credibility and really make you feel get to that goal of professional excellence that you have. And at the end of the day, it is one of the basic things or fundamentals of communication is listening. And listening is not just, like you're listening to me and you're doing something else, for example, or say you're driving or you're listening to a podcast. That's really not what active listening is. Active listening is really being attentive, present, and engaging really with the person that you're speaking with, in this case, your patient, and also showing some other skills that are important in the space of communication to really demonstrate or build a good connection with your patients, and also subsequently trust and credibility, and also get you, a high level of respect with them as well. So we have looked at a few do's and don'ts of late with active listening. So we'll just sort of recap that. So some of the do's of active listening is to be very attentive, show a lot of eye contact, look the patient in the eye, and instead of looking everywhere else, really be engaged and really be present with what the patient is saying. Use some of the body language tips that I covered in some of my past posts in terms of having the posture, facial expressions, and things like that. That goes a long way as well in building good active listening skills. Another big component of active listening is to show a lot of empathy. Now, I do talk about empathy a lot in my content, and that is something that I will be revisiting from time to time. So show empathy and really put yourself in the patient's shoes in terms of what they're experiencing, the challenges that they are having, and really validate what they're saying and show that you understand where they're coming from, or things like, I can't imagine what you must be going through. Have an open mind as well to explore other possibilities of, methods of treatment or approaches to different treatments or different plans in which that might get the patient to a happier and a healthier place. So getting out of your comfort zone and going beyond what the textbook has really taught you or what your conventional education has taught you in your career would go a long way in terms of exploring alternative treatment options beyond what you have incorporated traditionally so far. So those are some of the do's of active listening. Now, big ones also are don'ts. So I have mentioned, in my last videos, as well as I have connected a post of my friend Coralie, who has her practice of Wonderful Mess. So she made a very good post about what active listening don'ts are, some of the things that we unconsciously tend to do or say that sort of goes against the principles of active listening. So just to recap those ones, the first one is to not be distracted and not sort of make any eye contact, not engage with the patient in any way, shape or form. So not being focused, basically, not being present with the patient is a big no-no. Second one would be to not invalidate, dismiss, or I guess put down what a patient is telling you or about how they're feeling. Number 3, big one, is to be non-prejudiced, so not sort of imposing your views and opinions and perspectives on what they should be or should be doing. That's more of an opinion as opposed to facts backed up by research and medical science and things like that. So that's also a big one. Number 4 would be to not jump to conclusions or get into the problem-solving mode so much. So it is important that you let the patient express themselves as much as possible, and nod your head and focus your attention on them while making notes. That is important, obviously. Focus your attention on them, but at the same time, make sure that you are not straight away going into finding solutions straight away and just saying, oh, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, or stuff that they can really look up on the internet. So just sort of steer clear of that, and also look at where how you can make your treatment plan more personalized and customized according to what your patient's needs are. That would be a big one. And also, just not be close-minded and paint every patient under the roof. So with the same brush, because every patient is going to have a different mental and physical makeup, different values, beliefs, and things that they practice and follow. So that cookie cutter one-size-fits-all approach should completely be avoided. So just treat every patient as being completely different. So that also gives you, a bit of variety and the challenge in what you do on a day-to-day basis as a healthcare professional. And while your patient will also realize that you are there supporting them in a way that they best want. Another big one, but before I forget, is to respect your patient's autonomy. Now, my next video series is going to actually be about patient autonomy. So this was perfectly segued into that. What I would say is that patient autonomy, and under that umbrella, I'm going to speak a lot about informed consent, because I have actually been seeing this a lot in some of the social media pages I follow, as well as I myself posted an article a few months ago about patient autonomy and respecting what the patient wants, and working together with them as opposed to imposing your views and perspectives on them. So again, that is going to be quite an intense, full-on video session, and I'll be exploring different aspects of how to incorporate patient autonomy, respect it, validate it, and just sort of go according to put them as the main focus and put their needs first. So that was essentially what the purpose of today's video was, to make it a bit of a summary of everything that we've covered in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Hope you found this valuable and useful. So just a reminder again, if you don't know who I am, my name is Shweta. I am the founder of Healthy Dynamics. We are a coaching practice, and we help healthcare professionals in clinical roles from non-English speaking countries improve their communication skills in order to build better relationships in the workplace with their patients and colleagues and achieve workplace excellence. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of it or how I can improve in the content that I'm producing. And I will see you same time next week with videos on patient autonomy. Thank you so much.